A death row inmate, guilty of the brutal murder of a college freshman and the rape of his sister while camping in a national forest, has been executed at Florida State Prison. Loran Cole, alongside accomplice William Paul, had befriended the two college students in Ocala National Forest 3 decades ago. After a fireside chat, they lured the siblings away with the promise of showing them a pond. However, once secluded from the campsite, the pair attacked and robbed the victims. The 18-year-old brother, a Florida State University student, was savagely beaten, his throat slit, and he was abandoned in the wilderness. His sister, aged 21 and an Eckerd College senior in St. Petersburg, Florida, was dragged back to the campsite where Cole restrained and sexually assaulted her. The prisoner was declared dead at 6:15 p.m. by a prison doctor. He offered no final words, simply responding, "No, sir," when asked. His execution came after a last-minute legal effort to delay it, citing historical abuse at a now-defunct boys' reform school and health problems, including Parkinson's disease. The woman had been left bound to a tree overnight and suffered another rape the following day. She eventually managed to free herself and flagged down a passing motorist for help. Her brother's body was discovered by police, lying face down on the ground, as per court documents. Last month, Governor Ron DeSantis signed the death warrant for 57-year-old Cole. His legal team raised several points in their appeal, including that Cole was an inmate at a state-run reform school where he and other boys were subjected to beatings and sexual abuse. The state has since apologized for the abuse and this year passed a law authorizing reparations for inmates at the now-closed reform school. Cole's defense also argued that he should not be executed due to his brain damage, mental illness, and Parkinson's disease. However, the state Supreme Court dismissed these arguments, and he was executed today via lethal injection. Both Paul and Cole were found guilty of first-degree murder. While Paul received a life sentence, Cole's execution marks the first in Florida since Michael Zack was put to death last October for the 1996 murder of Ravon Smith. It is also the state's 106th execution since the U.S. Supreme Court reinstated the death penalty in 1976. Lethal injection is the most prevalent method of execution in the U.S. Florida's execution process involves a 3-drug cocktail, starting with etomidate, a sedative. This is followed by rocuronium bromide, a paralytic agent. The final drug administered is potassium acetate, used to stop the heart. According to Florida's execution guidelines, death row inmates can request a last meal up to the value of $40.